All right. Do you two have any final questions for one another before we determine if there's a match?
Do you have kids?
I do not.
You do not have kids. How do you feel about women who have kids?
It's situational, so everything is subjective. I feel like I would want to be more educated on the woman's situation. I just want to know what's the situation with the father, what's the situation with childcare, all those things in between, and take it from there.
Okay. Are you looking for a marriage?
At some point, yes. As of right now, I don't have a timetable on that because I like to really get to know a woman deeper. I feel like marriage is by far one of the most important choices you'll make in your life. So I never like to say, in 2 years, I gotta be married, you know, I'm putting myself against the wall. I just like to let the universe guide me.
I'm gonna pop. Reason why is because I know what I want. I'm looking to build something with someone. So, respectfully. Okay.
All right, black man. So you guys just watched the video clip of the shorty on the Pop the Balloon, and she pretty much wasted that guy's time. And one thing I've been noticing, over the last 5, 6 years, this is something that's very keen about how black women move with black men, right? Now, first of all, I've been told, guys, stop going on that Pop the Balloon show. You're wasting your time, brother. You know what I mean? Like, the Pop the Balloon is a humiliation ritual. And every time you go up there, listen, if you don't get past the first 5 to 10 seconds when you walk out, tell your name and who you are and what you about, they pop the balloon on you. Okay, you make it all the way to the end for her to keep on looking for something. That's one thing I realized, because honestly, man, forget the pop the balloon joint. I mean, we all saw the fact that, yeah, Shorty had a fat ass. That's probably what got that black dude interested, man, because we already know what's happening. Yo, these Keisha with that shelf booty, that vixen booty, you know what I mean? Like that real wagon back there. I get it, man. I get it. But they're just so fucking stupid. One thing about black women, right? And, Shahrazad Ali said this, right? That black women don't mature past the age of 15. She may be 21. She may be 27. She may be 35. She may even be 40 years old, but still have the goddamn mind of a 16-year-old black man. See, hold on. These women, one thing I realized with these women, they want to waste time and they're always looking for something. They're always trying to nitpick. They're always trying to find this unicorn. That's what I'm looking for right now, black men. Black women are always trying to find that unicorn man, perfect man. Nobody is fucking perfect. And you know what I find so funny about it? Let's say she does come across this quote unquote perfect guy. These perfect guys don't buy black women a house. They don't buy black women no homes, no cars, no business. You know what I'm saying? Fund a boutique for them, an LLC. These black dudes or whoever the guy is, man, they don't do a goddamn thing for black women. All they do is fuck them. And at most, man, okay, she become a baby mom. Yo, that's the best is waiting for these hoes. And again, for that chick in the Pop the Balloon video, you already a single mom. The dude said he was interested in marriage. He's just not trying to rush. Who meets somebody and puts a fucking timeline on trying to get married? You're asking to get burned by a female. Okay, you get out here. I'm giving myself 6 to 12 months to find a wife. In America, nigga, you about to get yourself set the fuck up to get everything taken from you. You fool. You dunce. You dummy. You jackass. Nobody's doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I guess she's banking on the fact that, and you know what? I guess she's banking on the fact that, okay, I got ass, so I'm gonna trap somebody. Yo, but you're a single mom. How can you be a single mom still looking for marriage? Yeah, we get that simps did it in the past. Gen Z, right? When I make content, I check my analytics, right? And the category of guys who watch my videos, which is so sad that there are no 18 to, I think, 25-year-old men watching my content. Like zero, bro. Most guys that watch my content are at least 25 years old. Or I guess the range I'm talking about is 18 to 24. But guys 25 plus watch my content. But I don't have any 18 to 24. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the guys who I make content for, because These are the guys I make content for because those are the young black men you have to wake up, right? Granted, if you 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, yeah, I still make content for you too because we relate in age. But don't get me wrong, those guys 18, 19 got to wake up. You know, I met some black dudes who told me back in the day, and I'm talking like young guys, like teenagers at the time, yo, black women the best. I'm like, how are they the best? Look at what you getting. Look at how you're getting treated. All because of sex. You know, I'm like, yo, hold on. And I think where I'm going with this video is it's the wasting time part, right? Wasting time. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna vent a little bit because, you know, I've been doing some experiments in black men. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I told you guys what every 6, 7, 8 months I found myself running a social experiment talking to a black joint, and it's like it was going somewhere. At least I thought it was, right? In the beginning, I was going to dub the shorty, which I should have just kept. I should have did that, right? Should have did it, right? Talk to her for a little bit. And I've noticed that this is a real common tactic for black women, right? I noticed this, right? They tend to want to bait you in, right? They want to tell you sweet nothings. Oh, I'm going to do this for you. Oh, things going to be like this, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, why are you trying to sell a dream, right? Because you're trying to extract something. I don't understand that shit. If you're not interested in somebody, leave them alone. You know what I mean? You don't have to do all that goofy shit. And that's what I'm talking about, black men. That's why, granted, am I expecting every single encounter with the woman to be perfect? No. But I expect some kind of respect, right? You might say, oh man, respect is earned. Shut the fuck up, simp. No, you don't just go around disrespecting people for no reason. But again, they're children in the mind. They're children, right? See, here's the reality. When you talk to a Latina, when you talk to an Amanda, when you talk to Ling Ling, right? If they're not interested in you, you won't even get the phone number, let alone her selling you dreams. You know, I met this one black John. This is what really threw me over the top. Like, I'm not saying she was the reason why I gave up, but she was the nail in the coffin on why I decided to give up. Right? She was just the last of what, maybe 1,000 females that just wasted my time. And she did the same thing too, right? I met her, sold me sweet nothings. Oh, I'm gonna do this for you. Things are gonna be like this, blah, blah, blah. And you fake like you're interested. You do all of this, and then you do this weird shit. You do this funny shit. I'm like, you don't have to do that. But again, black men, they're banking. They're hoping that you believe what they're saying in order for them to get whatever it is that they want from you. I'm like, for what? Who is still operating like that? That's what children do. Forget children. That is what an opportunistic person does. Somebody who's a user. See, just because you're an opportunist doesn't have to make you a manipulator or a person who's a user, right? But in their case, that's exactly who they are. Manipulative and users. I had to break down to her, right, what it means to be a manipulative person. First of all, in that situation, someone's naive and someone's taking advantage of that naivety, right? Or naivete, however you pronounce the word. And it's almost like an intelligence thing. Right? You see that this person is, as what people call in the streets, you call them green, right? You call that person green, meaning, you know, you still wet behind the ears. People can still sell you dreams and, you know, they think you're going to believe them. And I find that so funny with Black John specifically because I told you, brothers, it's based off of appearance. When Keisha look at you, it's like their brain can't comprehend that they're talking to somebody who's smarter than them. But in her mind, it's because she's so damn brainwashed and programmed to believe that guys that look like this don't know this. I'm telling you, I've been breaking this down for the last 2 years on my videos, bro. they're trained to believe if you're just the quote unquote, you might not even be really average, but I'm just talking about appearance. Because if you're not the stereotypical, then you pretty much fall into the bigger category of guys. Most black men are not the typical nigga, right? We already know what the typical nigga look like. You can just walk outside your front door, go to your local grocery store, and if you see the typical nigga, you know exactly what he looks like. You know exactly what he sounds like. Like, come on. So when you're not that guy, black women believe that you don't have that level of experience that he has, because those are the guys in their mind who have all the experience. So when she believes she's talking to a guy who's not the stereotypical, but you're not the average, right? Because again, they're hoping that you just don't have any experience. Again, because they're thinking, well, we all think like this, so we all put these men in this category. I'm telling you, it's such a group think mindset, down to the point to where I'm gonna keep it a buck. I might call this video "All Black Women Are the Same." I don't want to hear nobody say, "Oh man, there's some good ones out there." Fuck those good ones. I would give them the middle finger myself. I'll kick them in the ass my damn self. Fuck those good ones. Those good ones are so damn rare. Black men, I guarantee you'll never find them. I guarantee it. What you guys are going to come across is bullshit. And I told you, brothers, if you conform, then maybe things might get better. Imagine if you conform, right? That's how fucked up black women got the community. That's how fucked up black women got black men's mind. Even the bitch who I'm talking about, right? Shorty was like, mind you, you have to listen to them. They always tell on themselves. She told me how, the guy she was talking to, he was flashy, but he was really a bum. Like, come on. Everybody knows that, bro. Niggas who really got money for real, guys who really get into it, yo, he's not flashy. He's not flashy. When you really understand money, you know what stuff costs. You see a guy driving a BMW or a Benz or a Tesla, yo, ask him how much money you pay every month for your car note. After you ask him that, ask him how much you pay for your car insurance. After you ask him that, ask him, where does he park that vehicle? When you see a dude wearing Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci, right? All that symbolism, all that material, superficial things. And again, that's why I talk about these bum ass Glocktavias so much, because, bro, these are the same dudes who they are as far as personality and character. It is in the superficial things that they have, not even own, but that they have at the current moment. Those guys lose those things and they're nobody. But again, black women feel like, oh, he's so cool. Oh my God. I'm at the point, bro. Honestly, I'm done. I don't know why I even run the social experiment sometimes. I do it because I'm bored. But every time I do it, bro, I get angry because it's like, wow, you're all really the same people. Like I said, bro, I've shot my shot at Latinas, white girls, Asian girls. Yes, some of them I make, some I miss. But even the ones that I miss, they're not looking to waste my time. They're not looking to extract something from me. Right? And again, look at the dude who was on the Pop the Balloon show. So that's how you know I'm not the only guy going through it. You might say, oh, bro, it's just you. No, the fuck it's not. A lot of you guys are in denial. And again, a lot of you guys, black men, you have that, like the badge on 2K. You got that volume shooter badge on Hall of Fame. You don't mind just taking shots. Listen, a lot of you black dudes, you don't mind going 10 for 70 from the field. I don't like those odds. I don't like those numbers. That's not efficient enough for me. If I shoot 5 shots in the first quarter and I miss all 5 shots, I'm not taking another shot until after halftime. I gotta cool down, bro. You guys can take 70 shots all you want. If I miss 5, I'm out the game. Yo, coach, put me on the bench. You know what I mean? Or matter of fact, yo, I'll focus on just assists. I'll focus on rebounds. I'll focus on getting my team involved. You know what I mean? I'm not worried about scoring no more. I don't like shooting shots, and it's like it's a waste of my time. And again, that's the biggest thing. That's one thing in this life you can't get back is time, black man. You know, I made a quote. I made a quote a long time ago. I told people, be wise with your time. And shit, I need to take my own advice. Be wise with your time. When you meet people who are trying to waste your time, that's because they've been wasting their own time on top of the fact they have someone come into their life and waste their time. So what they're trying to do is a transfer of aggression, right? It's a transfer of aggression. They're trying to steal somebody else's time because of that pain, black men. It's almost like when you see guys in those street beefs and it's an eye for an eye, right? It's an eye for an eye. Oh, you kill my mans, I'm gonna go kill your mans. You kill my mans, or I'm gonna go back and kill your mans. It's a transfer of aggression, right? We already know if a female gets rejected by a guy who she wants to be with, when she meet the next guy who want to be with her, that transfer of aggression, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, these black Jones are really stupid, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. They're all the same. You can't tell me they're not the same. And also, I just saw a video clip before I decided to press the record button. I saw one of those videos on Instagram of a dude, and it's funny because I made a video about it before, but the guy was talking about you should like the girls that like you. My nigga, when it comes to black Jones, they be chopped. I went in the comment section, guys are talking about, oh man, you need to stay in your lane. Oh, if a big girl like you, you need to forward that big girl. I'm like, bro, for what? See, not only, and this is more so on the American side, but if you want to keep it just strictly on black Jones, like I said, most black women are fat. It's like 80% of them are fat. So when you come across the ones who are not fat, they know they're not fat. When they look at their competition within the race, they know they're high quality, so they can add that tax. They can add that premium. You know what I'm saying? That premium tax. So it's like, bro, if you want this, you're gonna have to pay a higher ticket for it. Or even if you're not using the physical cash and paying for something, you're gonna have to just deal with more, because again, the fat chick, it's like, bro, guys don't want no big ass stomach. Guys don't want no fupa. Right? When you wear a dress, all I see is stomach poking out your motherfucking dress. Yo, dudes don't want that. Guys want something that's nice, fit, slim, and tight. Again, black man, you know what's so funny, right? There's a gym I go to every weekend when I'm there. Every week when I'm at that gym, black man, every week. You know who I see in that gym mostly? Amanda. Amanda's in the gym looking right. You might see one. Actually, not even the one Keisha. And the one that you might see, okay, she's there for one day, gone, never coming back. Like I said, bro, I'll take a shorty who's a 5 in the face, but she's slim. You know what I'm saying? Slim, thick, even thick, but like, yo, she takes care of herself. No big ass stomach. You know what I'm saying? White women, they got that shit down pack. They're the main ones who got that whole fitness thing down pack, because yo, white men, they stand on something. Black men, you too worried about ass. She gotta have buns. Yo, for that simp that was on that Pop the Balloon show, yo, my nigga, you saw buns and you lost control. You was hoping, you was crossing your fingers, you was praying to 5 times a day to Allah just so that shorty can, yo, give you the chance. And I get it, bro. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, Anyways, black man, I'm gonna wrap this one up, bro. For real, I'm just angry right now. I'm just kind of pissed again. I'm done. I'm done. Out. Peace.